Hello everybody, my name is Marissa from Zentreats Pets, and today I wanted to do a short little video of why it's a good thing to adopt an animal from an animal shelter. Now, every year there are millions of animals at animal shelters that are looking and searching for forever homes. Now, only half of these will ever get adopted, so you know that the other half will likely be put down. There are three key things that you should discuss. The first one is to determine what kind of pet is right for you and your household, meaning your whole family. You should discuss this topic with your whole family. You need to know if any family members have allergies to any pets. What kind of energy does the pet require? If your child wants a pet, but you live in an apartment and you don't want to take a pet for walks, then consider getting a cat or something smaller. Some of the key questions also to ask yourself is, does the family have enough time to devote for this animal, for this pet? Some of the questions that are good to ask yourself before you're going to adopt is, does the family have enough time for a pet? For example, like a dog. Dogs usually they love walking and they need to go and do their business. So you do have to take the dog outside to walk a few times a day. Do you have the time for this? Is there somebody in your household that's allergic to the kind of pet that you're thinking of getting? Have you considered non-traditional animals like guinea pigs or any other small animal that can be considered a pet? So the key thing is here, by having an open discussion with you and your family members, by really talking about the needs and wants of everybody, you can all decide together what kind of pet fits right for your family. Number two, you should visit your local animal shelter. Once you've decided what kind of pet you want to get, you'd be surprised to know how much variety the animal shelter actually does have. For example, they've got dogs, cats, even some smaller animals, and sometimes even livestock. Mostly it's dogs and cats, but depending on where you live. But for sure, check out the animal shelter. They've got websites as well. Everything's online these days. You don't even have to go. You can just scroll through the website. Now, if you're a person that needs to connect to the animal, when you go in and you see the animal, connecting with the animal is a great thing. And you can do that by going in person and, kind of checking out the animals in person. So that's probably the best way to do it, I would say. But if you're starting to think and you're starting to look for an animal, you can start looking on the website, then show up in person and see how it feels. Thirdly, it's so important to spread the word. A great reason to spread the word is most pets end up homeless through no fault of their own. Just the owner has to move and the landlord won't allow them, or for one reason or another. There's a lot of pets that end up homeless. So a best way to do a good deed, and if you already know you love your furry friends and the benefit of having an animal companion in your household and the therapy that it creates, the best way to adopt an animal is by going to your local animal shelter. So please spread the word. Sometimes some people just don't know what they don't know. So if you've got friends that are interested in adopting a pet and you've had one and you know what it takes, make sure that you spread the word and let them know the ropes so they can go and get their new best friend. Here are some little facts. Every year, about 3 to 8 million pets end up in shelters, and half of them won't get adopted. So if you love animals, then you know what that means. So it's great to adopt pets from animal shelters so they don't have to get put down. Another thing, it's much cheaper to adopt from an animal shelter. Usually what they're trying to do is to take the pet out of the street, the road, or from an unwanted situation. And they're just trying to get the pets spayed, neutered, get them their shots, which all of that will happen once you go and adopt them. They make it quite easy for you, actually, and it's much cheaper to do so through the animal shelter. So you're doing double good deeds. You're helping out animals in need, and you're helping them from a life on the streets or being put down. when you bring your pet home, it's going to be a new part of your family. And I hope that everybody that's watching this video feels this way. For those of us that have had pets in our homes and love them as valued family members, you understand they're just another family member. So you are going to do what it takes to make sure that they're safe and healthy. And something that you need to do as soon as you get the pet adopted is make sure, if you don't get the pet through a shelter, that you do go and get the puppy vaccines or the pet vaccines. Usually there's a series of 3s for those. Also make sure that you do go get your dog or cat spayed or neutered so there's no unwanted litters, and the pet can live actually a very happy, fulfilling life. By microchipping your animal, it's one of the main ways that if your pet ever leaves the house and he gets somewhere else, like most veterinarians or shelters or a lot of places will have the microchip wand, which will locate the pet for you and contact you. So that's great to do. And another thing is deworming. Make sure that you do deworm your pets. If they're having like watery bowel movements, or just it's just a good practice to deworm your pet. I hope you like this information. I got this information from the humanesociety.org. I'm an animal lover, and to any animal lovers that just don't have the time to research and you just want to know information, come check out my videos. And also go and check out the humanesociety.org for lots of tips. Thanks. Have a great day.